Okay, so now in this next section, I call it training grounds, where the year teaches us how to live the bigger cycles, like kind of the sub-cycles of 2026. Training grounds of 2026. The three major cycles set the tone that we just explored. The supporting cycles shape daily experience. This is where insight meets reality and capacity is built. So this is where the rubber meets the road in 2026. These three big backbone cycles are there, inviting us to deep change. And then how do we actually engage with them, change, implement, ground them? Okay, this is where insight meets reality and capacity is built. Second cycle, also with Jupiter, it's called Jupiter Trine Saturn. And this is Jupiter in Leo in a harmonious 120-degree mathematical connection with Saturn in Aries. Again, three dates when this is really exact: August of 2026, April, and July of 2027. So as with our previous cycle, these are three key times when it's really strong, this cycle, but the whole duration of it is for a year. It's August 2026 to July of 2027. Jupiter, again, is expansion and growth and wisdom. So it expands vision and momentum in your own creativity, Leo, and your own sovereignty, Leo. Saturn, the structure maker, the grounded one, the responsible one, stabilizes growth through structure. It's in Aries, so it's new structure. It's courageous new ways to settle your life, to take responsibility. Jupiter trine Saturn is a training for building something that can last, not just inspire. And a key point with this cycle, I'm going to check, I don't know if I put it in the next one. Nope. Okay, I'm going to go back. Jupiter trine Saturn, I didn't put it on the slide, but it's so key. The last time they were exactly together was winter solstice in the Northern Hemisphere of 2020. And they came together at 0 degrees of Aquarius. Very, very key, because Jupiter and Saturn come together in the heavens every 20 years. And they mark a cycle, a big sort of phase of collective growth, the social planets. Aquarius is about the collective and the innovative liberation of all kinds of ways of being and people and situations. So the seed point was in late 2020, the end of COVID in the US, a very interesting journey with politics, what we started. And so we seeded something in late 2020 that was a desire to implement radical change and liberation in the collective. Now, here in mid 2026 to mid 2027, our training is about how do we take that vision that got seeded and really ground it so that it not just inspires, it actually lasts, it actually implements. So collectively it's there, but also personally. You might be looking at, well, what happened for me in late 2020? You know, what kind of seeded as a new kind of freedom, new radical new way to do things. And I've been kind of cooking with it, but now I come to 2026, mid 2026, let's build it. You know, it has that kind of quality to it. So taking a breath, because I don't want to rip through these, but I trust you have the PDF to go back to. So just notice we start out with 2 Jupiter cycles as these training grounds. So it's how do I expand? Where's my wisdom? And Jupiter also is about our attitudes and our beliefs. So it really, both of these cycles, in the training, it's like I'm changing my attitude, I'm changing my beliefs. Astrology doesn't tell us what will happen. It helps us stand consciously in changing times. If you'd like to reflect with the current sky wisdom of the astrology cycles with me and in community, the Seasonal Sky Wisdom Councils offer an online space to practice discernment together. You are not late. You are exactly where your choice matters.